I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the New Wave Experience, where we talk all things real estate, trucking, eBay, love, marriage, travel, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, today we're going to talk about the importance of building a real estate team. I think that's going to be the topic for today. Right. So your team is extremely important. They make or break you basically at the end of the day. Your team will help you like kind of build your portfolio, keep you in business, put you out of business. Depends on your team. Depends on your team. You got the right team or not. So I don't think this is in no particular order how we thought it is. So it's probably about 8 different people that's kind of like important. Mm-hmm. All right, so it's about 8 different people, teams, companies, however you want to call it, that's kind of important to building your real estate portfolio up, to kind of make you successful, right? So I guess we can start with bankers, maybe? You want to start with bankers?
I'll start with the lender.
Okay.
All right. So first on your team is a lender. And I know you might be wondering, why is this crucial? So this person will help you understand your buying power, secure financing, and give you all of your loan options. So the reason why it's crucial is because, let's just say you may not know your numbers too well, and your lender can, look at your numbers and let you know if you can afford to buy this house.
The most important thing.
And that's important.
Or what can you afford?
Absolutely, or what you can afford, or let you know, like, heck yeah, this is a great house.
Right.
In your budget, it's affordable. Get this house.
Yes, because we all start out wanting that house that's up here, but in reality, you need to start a home. Let's start with a starter home, because what we dreaming about, what they say, champagne dreams or however they say it. I forgot how they say it, but. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So building a relationship with a lender that specializes in real estate investing. So they can give you different solutions and different ideas on how to close on a house that you may be interested in purchasing. So your lender should be very, very knowledgeable about the different loans, programs, everything to get you that house that you want to purchase. So get you someone who is very who knows real estate investing and who knows all the ins and outs of real estate investing. So I think sometimes knowing somebody who knows it, they know the game, they know like, all right, you do this, I get you in this house. And it's all kinds of loans out there. So make sure you have somebody who knows basically almost every loan that's out there to get you what you want.
So let me ask you this kind of while you're talking about a lender. This is probably a good question. Well, I think it's a good question at least. So would you suggest the primary focus be a specific lender, like at a banking institution, or a broker? The reason why I'm asking that is because a broker, they're not restricted by just like that one institution, right? Whereas a broker has so many different places to go to secure your loan, depending on your credit and your debt to income ratio. But with a banker, you got a relationship. Yeah. So you're building that relationship. What do you suggest?
So I think you can build a relationship with both. It's more, you can have more than one person that feel on your team, because sometimes this person may not be able to get it done, but this person will be able to get it done. So I think it's good to have that variety on your team. Have a relationship with at least 3 lenders.
Right.
So you can shoot your ideas to all 3 of them and see who will be able to get that deal done for you.
Right, okay.
I wouldn't just leave it up to one lender.
Okay, cool. Okay, so but if you had to pick like your overall, or you saying just have a mixture, I think not just one, but I actually have both, and then maybe the actual one was the third one you're talking about.
Yeah, I think brokers are good. Yeah. Lender brokers are good because they get to shop through a lot of different banks.
Right.
They have a lot of options for lending, but I think also just having a variety of lenders on your team
Right.
gives you more of an opportunity to get your deal done.
Right.
Because if you just have one person and they can't do it, you could have had somebody over here working on it who's getting it done, and you won't miss out. So I think having options is always good.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely 100% agree with that too.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that was number one. Number two, your contractor. Your contractor is extremely important as well.
Absolutely. We had some contractors, we had to fire.
Yes, definitely. And I think like as you grow your portfolio, you're probably gonna have to go with that. That's just a part of the game. Just get used to it till you get yourself comfortable with a specific team, and you know they're gonna get in, they're gonna get out, they can give you the right price. You know, but your contract is like very, very important. A reliable contractor, you know, for your renovations, your repairs, and just make sure you got quality stuff for your that's gonna attract like the right buyers and the right tenants. You know, if you're renovating the house, you're already spending a lot of money renovating the house, whether it's for sale or if it's rent, whatever the case may be. If you're gonna do it, just have the right people with you. Cause you know, if somebody coming up buy a house, they looking like, you know, they looking at different fixtures and the way the carpet might have been laid or the floors was laid, how the kitchen was put in. Like it's amazing like people like notice like so many things, right? And what's I think a little bit crazy, like the tenants will notice a little bit more than even like if you're buying a house. Like I think like you pay more attention to it. So I think like the contract is like, you know, extremely important, you know, and how we typically get new contractors, we kind of go off of like referrals most of the time. So we'll ask around, you know, we part of different investment groups and stuff like that. And we have friends and family that's also in the business that have several properties. So, you know, we'll talk to them and get them to like, you know, refer us to someone. And, you know, if you're just going with like a general person you don't know or it wasn't really recommended to you, you know, I would suggest like getting them to start out with like small jobs, small projects, you know, so you could kind of gauge, you know, what type of work they're kind of good at. Because a lot of contractors think they could do everything. They could do HVAC, they think they could do plumbing, they think they could do electrical. And yeah, they could do a little bit of everything, but most of the time it's like something specific they actually like great at, right? They might be excellent carpenters, but as a carpenter, you're putting up sheetrock and stuff like that. So you're around electricians putting in stuff. So they like, oh yeah, I can wire that up. But that's really not their specialty. You know, so if you're dealing with somebody new, I would suggest, you know, just start out with something small. Just a small project and, you know, look at the results. And if you're satisfied with the results, you know, they trustworthy, they reliable, they show up on time, then give them a little bit more work and then kind of, you know, gauge it from there. You have to, you know, at your own discretion, gauge it from there if you want to give them something a little bit bigger, you know, but it's important that you find the right contractors.
Now, I have a question too, because let's just say I was doing the business. I had a contractor. He's like, yeah, this bill is going to be about $10,000. Now, how would you suggest that I divvy that money to the contractor? You know, I heard some people give up. They pay the whole entire bill, and the contractor never comes back.
Never.
They done got you for $10,000.
Right.
So, how would you break it down? How would you pay the contractor? Because of course they be like, we need to buy the supplies.
Yeah, I would.
All that stuff.
If it's a new contract that I never did business with, my cap would be a third, and I'm really trying to find a way around that. Like I need you to start working and
today.
Not even like when they start working, but I want you to start working and like I'm trying to like see for you to get to a certain stage and then I pay. But I understand most contractors won't do that unless you have a relationship with them. That's where the relationship come in at.
Yeah.
You know, if you got those relationships, like most of our people, not mostly, all of our people, they just start working. And then we just pay them when they get to a certain stage. And they be like, hey, send me this. Or we comfortable enough to be like, oh, they say it's gonna cost this. That's how we might give them the whole thing because the relationship is there. We know things are gonna get done how we want them done. But to answer your question directly, I would start with no more than a third. I wouldn't go 50%. I think you're putting yourself at risk, because the contractors are busy. They got a lot of projects going on. And a lot of times they jumping from project to project, kind of chasing money, depending on the contract, especially dealing with like a small contract. So I would suggest about a third. I wouldn't give out more than a third. So that's my answer to that.
So every time you would pay a third?
I would pay a third, until my relationship got a little bit better. And then, like I say, I would base it on my relationship.
So as the project's going on, you just give
I would just say, like, if I'm getting whatever, something done to the house, sheetrock and flooring, if he say it's gonna cost, I'm just using random numbers, $1,000 to lay the flooring inside the house, right? So I'll be like, all right, cool, here go $300 or something to get started. Mm-hmm. Then I see that they halfway through the house, then I'll give them another half, right? And then when they finish, they get the other half, right? Yeah. So I would like I say, I was just breaking in a third. You want to keep some meat on the bone. You want to keep some meat on the bone, because if you don't, you're just putting yourself at risk. Like, it's like anything. Like, if it's not enough left, it's like, what's the purpose of even coming back? A lot of times they might walk off. A lot of them don't care about their reputation. They got so much going on, and they like, hey, I just lose that client. So I would definitely keep enough on the bone. Whereas if they don't finish, I still got enough to get another contractor to come in and finish up. Okay. So that would be my answer to that.
Thank you. Great suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lawyer. So a real estate lawyer is like your shield, basically your protection while you're in this business, because you need to be protected at all times. And I would suggest getting a lawyer on your team versus trying to get a lawyer when something comes up, because you're probably going to pay more trying to get a lawyer just for when something comes up versus, like you saying, having a relationship with somebody. They will work with you and work with your bill and like, okay, give me this right now, then pay me this here, then pay me this at this time. So I think, having a lawyer on your team to protect you while you're in the business can save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So get the lawyer on your but somebody who's, they're gonna help you with your contracts.
Your leases.
Yeah, but say your leases, trying to think other things that
tenant court, all that.
So someone who suing your tenants if they don't pay their bill before they move out. Right. So yeah, always, but make sure they specialize in real estate, because of course real estate has their own laws as well. Right. So you want to be sure they're in real estate, because they'll know all the laws for your state, and they'll be able to protect you and be able to help you with what you need. So I definitely agree with the lawyer on your team.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Number 4, also important, is your accountant. Just starting your business out, you can sit down with your accountant and find out if you want to start an LLC, a S Corp, C Corp, whatever. But, they can tell you what's the best way to structure your business. And then once you kind of set up, your accountant, they track your deductions, they track, different ways you can save from not paying so much in taxes. I mean, because with real estate, you get a lot of tax breaks with real estate, a lot. It's very beneficial tax-wise when it comes to owning real estate. If you don't have the right accountant, you can leave a lot of money on the table, and nobody want to leave money on the table. It's like very important, So our accountant, it took us a while to kind of get like a good accountant that we was comfortable with. We had a accountant or two. They was good. We was comfortable with them. But the accountant that we have now is a really good accountant. He's very thorough. And he also has a lot of contacts as well. Oh. And that he can, turn you on with, because so many different people in business, have to go to an accountant. One of our lenders we got connected with through our accountant, so God think he may know other contractors, because other contractors got to come there to get, their taxes done and stuff like that. So your accountant is extremely important as well. So just take your time, like I said, get some referrals, and get with the right person who's gonna protect your money and make sure that you're not giving too much to the IRS, you're not keeping too much where you're gonna get into trouble, and stuff like that. So it's essential that you find somebody that you can work with, talk to, and just have that good relationship with. So accounting is definitely great for the team.
Absolutely, I agree. So I'm doing number 5 for real estate agents because I'm a realtor. So a realtor on your team is great. I say this because I'm not saying it just because I'm a realtor. Okay, okay. Maybe a little bit. But basically, realtors can bring you deals. I had people call me like, "Hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. Can you come over and look at my house for me? Give me ideas on what to do if I need to fix it up or how much I can sell it for." Just imagine you're an investor. You looking for properties. And trust me, if a seller can get their house sold before putting on the market, they will love that. So we find you deals, we negotiate for you. Outside of that, we save you time. We'll look for deals for you. We'll send you the deals and say, "Hey, I found this house at such and such. You should make this much money off of this house." So we save you time from looking and trying to find deals and stuff. And also, like I said, and then other realtors, we could call our other realtor friends and see if they have deals coming up. Like, "Hey, do you have a deal coming up? I have a client that's looking for a house, X, Y, and Z." So it's definitely good to have a realtor on your team because we have access to off-market properties.
Yeah.
On-market properties, and we can get you in the house maybe before it even hits the market. We can call the realtor like, "Hey, can we get inside to see that house before it hits the market? I have a client that's really interested in it." So, yeah, a realtor on your team is going to be a game changer.
And just to add this right to the end of that, what I always say I feel like makes you a great realtor is you're an investor as well.
Yeah.
So you understand the language, you understand what to look for. As an investor, I'm not saying it's a must, but I think it's like extra points if your realtor is an investor, right? Because they can go in a house, if they rehab houses, they understand what's going on. They can help look at the mechanicals, just.
I have turned water heaters on.
Yeah.
For clients.
Right,
they're like, "Oh my goodness, this water heater's not working." I'm like, "All right, let me go ahead and go and look at this."
And they know how to analyze a good deal, right? Because they're investors as well. They're gonna tell you what your ROI might be. They're gonna tell you what a contractor might cost to demo the house, to rehab the house. Different parts of the house. They're gonna be very educated on it. So having a realtor that's not only just a realtor, but is an investor as well, and a homeowner. Some realtors are homeowners, right? So it's like you're a homeowner, you're an investor, and you're a realtor. So I think that makes you a very valuable asset in the business.
Thank you.
But that's the only thing I kind of want to add to that. Moving on, number 6, I think we on. Number 6 is your inspector. Another important piece of the team, your inspector is going to ensure that, before you buy the house, the roof's not leaking, the foundation is strong, you don't have no maybe fire damage, mold damage, what's the insect things called? Termite damage, stuff like that. They go in, they look for that, a good inspector. They send a drone up, look on the roof, they climb on the roof, whatever it is. But, you want to have an inspector on your team, and a lot of times what I see some people do, but will make a good investor, homeowner, especially an investor, if your inspector goes in the house to inspect, go with them. Go in the house. See what they inspecting. Watch what they doing. See what they looking for, right? So before you get to the point sometimes when you're ready to buy a new property, you can inspect it yourself to see the basic general stuff that if you get used to understanding what's going on, you'll know what to look for before you get to the point when you call an inspector. An inspector is when you call when you like, yeah, I really want to get this house. I'm ready to put this house under contract. I actually we actually under contract, right? You was awarded the house, right? So that's when you send an inspector in. But as an investor, if you already know what to look for, you can do most of that yourself. You go in, you look at the hot water heater, you can look at the plumbing, you can look at the HVAC, you can look at things, see how old they are, how long they might last before they go up. You know, get yourself a ladder, go up on the roof, get your own drone, fly it up on the roof. You know, I mean, drones are inexpensive just for something like in that. You know, you're not just using it for something like that. I mean, it's an investment to your business anyway. So, you know, these are some of the things we would, you know, kind of suggest as far as like the purpose of an inspector. You know, look at it like a car. If you're buying a car, right, you want to take it to a mechanic for them to look at it before you make the purchase. It's like the same thing, but on a way bigger scale because you already spent way more money, right? So just know that they are extremely important, that you should get an inspector as well.
That's very true. It save you a lot of time and money too,
Yeah,
and keep you from buying a house that might be horrible.
Yes, very true. Very true.
So number 7 is a mentor. Of course, we all know in life, whatever you're doing, they always say you what? Get a mentor.
Yeah, that's true.
So basically, your mentor is someone to guide you and help you because they've been where you're at. They're going to save you from making mistakes. They're going to save you some money. They're going to save you time. And they're going to point you into the right direction. So I feel like a mentor, whatever your goals are, your mentor is going to mentor you to get you to where you want to be at.
Right.
Because, like I said, they already been where you're at. And I feel like most mentors want to see you succeed. So they're going to guide you in what to do from A to Z. And just make sure you follow their steps, though. Because I know sometimes as people, we feel like, oh, I know my mentor say this, but I saw this and I want to do this. And sometimes we can divvy away from our mentor's plan. So, you know, if you got a mentor, listen to your mentor. They're not going to lead you in the wrong direction. So just make sure you find a reliable mentor. Someone who's going to point you in the right direction and follow their steps. And I'm sure they're going to get you to where you want to be.
And I would suggest, like, a lot of times people think it's hard to find a mentor, but it's really not. You know, you just ask around or, like I say, go to networking meetings or real estate meetings. And, man, you just start talking to people. Mentors love to mentor.
It's a lot of people
love to give information.
Just
love to help other people. Like, I mean, you know, it might be nice. You like, hey, let me take you to lunch just to get some of your time. You know, a lot of mentors will mentor you with no fee, don't cost nothing, you know, but their time is very valuable.
Respect their time.
Yeah, you have to respect their time. Like, just understand, like, you know, and then if you get their time, you know, just show that you actually like doing something with it. You know, you actually taking what they're saying, you're listening to them, and you're doing the things you need to do, and they'll continue to help you because they don't want to feel like they're wasting their time, like just giving you this information. You're not doing anything with it. No, like,
they're going to be mad.
Yeah, mentors don't like that at all, you know. But there's definitely plenty of mentors out there. And I'm saying you got to do everything they saying. You know, you just figure out what caters to you and your situation, and then you kind of just take it from there. But you have to find a great mentor. I know we came into it. Luckily, we had a family member that was already in the business, and you know, he was our mentor. And some things I didn't listen to, and that cost me a lot of money. But you know, you live and you learn. You know, because sometimes you gotta touch the stove. But you know, it was great having a mentor. I say, luckily we got lucky. We had a family member that was in it in real estate already, so we got lucky with that. So that was that. So last but not least, number 8 is your title company. Your title company, they like behind the scenes. Look at the people, they like behind the scenes. They right at the end, right before you ready to go to closing. They make sure everything look good. There's no liens on the properties, no tax liens, water bill liens, no bank liens. They just make sure everything is like in good standards. All your paperwork is right. They're gonna make sure the bank paid the loan, give the money to purchase the property, or you know, make sure the agent get paid. They make sure the seller get paid. Like they behind the scenes pulling all the strings with that mountain of paperwork you gotta sign. They making it happen. You know, and they also sometimes give incentives. You know, if you find a good title company, you know, they may give like a rebate or something to your buyer, your seller, or whatever the case may be for using their title company sometimes, right? They may give you like a percentage off or something like that. You know, a lot of times they let you use their office to do the big deals in or whatever the case may be. Like I say, they just a part of the team, you know, so you just have to look at it like, you know, everybody's there to help each other out because you bringing them a buy or sell property that you done brought or sold, they, you know, they making money off the transaction. Everybody's making money along this train that we on. Everybody's making money, so you know everybody's appreciative. So you know that's what I would suggest as far as a title company. Though they're extremely important. I would have like multiple title companies. We've had different title companies throughout the years. You know, sometimes certain title companies are good for, you know, certain deals, depending on the deal. Some of them are better with bank deals, some of them are better with cash deals. You know, it's like one or two specific ones that we like to use if we're doing a cash deal. It's just easier, go in, you get out. You know, it's not like a bank deal. Bank deal is like I say, it's paperwork is just through the roof and it takes so long and gotta wire this. Like, it's just a lot. But, you know, they back there earning their money. So that's what I would say to wrap it up. So like what we have the lawyer was number one. We had the banker, we had the contractor, we had the accountant, we had the real estate agent, inspector, and the title company. The mentor. Oh, and the mentor, right. So those are the things we should say would be the most they're the most important things that you need in your team. While you're building your portfolio.
Absolutely.
Like, right? Yeah, your team is like extremely important to, you know, as you grow and like you have your dream of like growing your real estate company, building the right team is just like extremely important. So just look at it like you're building a dream team.
That's right? What you're doing. And building relationships.
Oh, yeah.
Building a dream team, you're building your relationships with people to help you build your dream.
Right.
And then also, you know, it gives you people to bounce ideas off of, get advice from. So the relationship part of it is very important as well. And they're going to help. You give them your vision, they're gonna help make all your dreams come true.
Exactly.
So just, you know, I think sharing your vision, what you're trying to do with your dream team, and you all put that dream together, and I'm sure it will come true for you.
All right, guys. So if you find this video informative, you know, you appreciate the information, of course, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And I think that's it. I guess we'll see you guys on the next video. You know. Oh, one more thing before you go, real quick. Yeah, if you can in the comment section, the first person you add to your dream team, just put that which person you picked first that you added to your dream team. I would like to know. We would like to know.
That would be nice.
Yeah, like who was the first person you went with? You know, that you picked for your dream team. So, like I said, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully this helps you out. And we'll see you guys on the next video.
Bye.